Hi, welcome to A Cup of Me, where you get your daily dose of some ish you probably gonna need. I'm your host, Sarita, and if you didn't know, this is a radio show, and I will be posting the playlist below. Alright, first we're gonna clean up house. Shout out to Undeniable. This is Dwayne's clothing brand. I love it. Okay? This keeps me extremely warm. You can tell, I think it's like 2-3 years old. His stuff is fire. He has mad different stuff. But like my main thing is I love the crown. His brand is called Undeniable. The crown is like, for me, undeniably, we are king and queens. That's just me. And the hoodie keeps me mad warm. So shout out to Dwayne. I'm gonna put his Instagram page in the description. You guys check him out. Always gotta support. And let me tell you, Dwayne definitely always holds me down. Gotta hold him down. And also WBLS. So I grew up on Kiss FM 98.7 and WBLS 107.5 from my dad. And I just want to say again, please listen Saturday and Sunday mornings to Reverend Al Sharpton on WBLS. I will put that again in the description because April 2nd to the 5th of this year is the National Action Network Convention. Please go. Let me tell you something. Reverend Al Sharpton said that we needed both Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And to me, I feel like Reverend Al Sharpton is on some Martin Luther King vibes, and Dr. Umar is on the Malcolm X vibes. And I agree with him. We need both. Be at the convention. It's free. Go and check it out, and don't forget, hit them with the dollars. Today we're gonna do a little different. We're gonna start off with some story time. So, men need respect. They always say that. It is very true. And to me, I have learned that, respect is the way you talk to them, but also listening. Because if they're leading, we're supposed to be listening. So I'm gonna share a little story how I realized, all right, respect goes hand in hand with actually listening to them, because that is an issue that some of our us as women have. I used to have it, I'm not listening to no man. You're not my daddy. You're not gonna tell me what to do. I got my daddy. I don't need, but nah. Respect goes hand in hand with listening and some other things, but listening is definitely key. So one day, it was July, it was really nice out, and me and my friend, we were going to a sports bar, and it was cool. I never went, so they drove, and we get there. They mango drinks, alcohol drinks. I'm not a big drinker, but this day I did drink, and it was really good because it was mango, and that's their favorite, and I don't think they knew that's my favorite too. So I took the drink, and then they offered it. But I definitely took it first. So, fast forward now, we finished eating, whatever, and the lady comes and she brings the to-go containers. So I'm packing up my plate, and my friend looks and goes, "So, are you taking that mozzarella stick?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "It doesn't taste good when you heat it back up." And it was just one. I get it. Don't waste the food. Please don't come at me. So I was like, "No." And my friend was like, "You're not gonna take the mozzarella stick?" And I was like, "No." He goes to the waitress to get more to-go containers. And while he's gone, I'm like, you know what? Let me just put the mozzarella stick in there, because he keeps talking to me about it, and he really is take it. He's telling me to take it, and let me just listen. So he comes back and he's like, "You took that mozzarella stick?" And I was like, "Yup." And he smiled, and I was like, "See, all right." Because I didn't want to sit in the car, argue about the mozzarella stick or whatever. So I took it, and at that moment I was like, wow. I was like, you know what? I think that when they say respect, for men, men want respect. Listening is a really big part of that. Listening and how we speak to them. So that was a live lesson for me during that moment. And then you guys know, like, right, so I'm a new follower of Jesus Christ. So I used to be hard heavy in the church, and then for the past and then for like several years I wasn't, and then I recently just got back into it about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. So I be in my Bible every day, reading the word, reading books about it, just you know, working on myself and putting my focus on God, because my focus used to be a lot on everything else. So now I just put my focus on God's will, and I've been doing great, way better, learning myself, healing, you know, all that good stuff. So one day I'm sitting down, reading my Bible, whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling it. I'm about to talk in tongues. And I was like, Assalamu alaikum. Y'all, I had to go and have a talk with myself. I said, first of all, Cher, that is not tongues, okay? And that's what I'm trying to say, like, my sense, I got sense, but I'm a little out there. That's why I be like, God gotta guide me. I be listening to Jesus, please, guide me, lead the way. That's how happy I be in it, and I be really thinking I'm getting to the tongues. One day, one day, one day. But back on the respect for men. Listening is a very big part of it, and the way that we talk to them. I, like you guys know, used to have a very bad potty mouth. And I used to like just go off. I would curse you out. Like, especially men, I would curse you out. And as a Christian woman, cleans up my mouth. Can't do that anymore, but I definitely did notice that I did stop cursing. Hint as to the ish that you're probably gonna need. But also, like, when you're talking to a man, I don't know, but I used to feel like cursing puts the emphasis on it. Like, it just feels so good to curse. I'm not lying. Like, it felt good to curse. Like, once that word came out, I was like, and mic drop, bomb, right? But now it's like, if I get into it with a man, not get into it, but if I'm trying to explain something and I'm getting a little heated, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself, because I caught myself and I was like, about to say a curse word, and I'm like, don't say that. Like, I'm not cursing. You don't have to necessarily curse at the man for them to think it's disrespectful, but just cursing period while you're talking can be taken as disrespect, and that's with anyone. But you already know we talking about men and women here. Y'all gonna have to go somewhere else for that stuff. So I just want to say that, like, it's all right, just listen. But you gotta like him though too, to listen. And if you respect him, you're gonna listen. If you're not listening to him, you don't respect him, so you might as well just go. I don't even think it's like, if you're not listening to a man, you don't respect him. I don't think it's a matter of, let me go work on myself so I can respect him. You just have no respect for that particular man. And also, it probably is work on yourself, but to a certain extent, cursing, I can see is working on yourself. But listening to him, you don't got no respect for him. You don't even want to listen to him. Like, that, to me, in my opinion, has nothing to do with working on yourself. That's just, you don't have respect for him. Get a new man, switch it. And please, 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 men and women, know what you want. Know what you want, don't be confused. People is out here confused, right? Like, okay, do you want a committed relationship? Do you just want companionship? You know, that goes along with just a friend. Like, you know, you just want someone there. Because there are a lot of great men, ladies. I tell you that all the time. A lot of great men. And when I say men, y'all know I'm talking about my men with some color. There's a lot of great men with some color, okay? It's a lot of them. And they look good. And they follow Jesus, okay? But there's also, you know, like, just good men who are wholesome. They could be followers of Jesus, some more than others. But what I'm trying to say is, some men and some women don't necessarily know exactly what they want, so they're like in that middle phase, like, oh, let me just see where it goes. But to be honest, be intentional so that you can find someone intentional, unless you want to just chill out. If you want to chill out, then chill out. have a companion, have friends, just chill. But if you want to be intentional with it, like I'm going to be intentional and be the best Christian woman I could be and follows God's will, you know, do God's will and allow him to speak to me so that I can do that. And I'm going to be intentional in looking for a specific career, and I'm going to be intentional in this business. And when someone does approach me, or if I do want to approach that woman, I'm going to be intentional approaching them or receiving someone. At the end of the day, know what you want and make sure it's aligned with someone else. Like, I get the whole date everyone and date the bad ones. No, like, if you know it's not aligned, pluck it out. Like, I know at the end of the day, I want someone who is really strongholds in God. Like, fearful of God, can hear God, listen to him, all that good stuff, because I want him to lead me. I already brought myself here, but I like it. I love when a man leads. I like it. It's very sexy. I love watching men be fathers. That's them leading. Like, it's just so attractive, very appealing. And so I say that because you don't want someone confused. And if you are confused about what you want, then get with someone confused. But if you're not confused, you do not want someone confused, okay? And last episode, we talked about consideration, and I want to get into this. So consideration and patience is very important. If you want to know if you're ready for a relationship, look at how you are when you drive in. Look at how you are when you stub your toe. Look at how you are when your kid hits you with that remote upside your head like bang. We all know how that feels if you got kids. Look at how you are when you're on the line and it's mad long. Look at how you are when you're driving out the garage and someone's in front of you and they don't know how to work it so the gate could go up so that you could go next so you can get out of there. Look at how you are. And if you are like, oh, what are they doing? Hurry up. Oh. That's how you're gonna be in a relationship with someone. You don't need to be with nobody. You need to go back and you need to work that out, because you need a lot of patience, okay? And I know people are like, oh, you know, when you're driving and stuff, you gotta be on the go. Me, I used to be bugging out driving. Now I used to be like, oh my God, I gotta go. What? Calm, cool, and collected. When I tell you I be driving, I be chilling, all right? Chilling. Where I'm going, I don't got nowhere to rush. No one's cutting in front of me crazy. I ain't making it to my destination late if I let someone in. Like, and I have to work and drive in the Bronx, okay? And if you know, you know. They do not be nice. But for some strange reason, I've been getting people letting me in. I haven't had no problems. Like, I've been good. And I go to Harlem, I go to the city. Like, I be chilling. If I have to, you'll see me start driving like a man a little bit. That's because they trying to push me over. I gotta show them. Sometimes you gotta show people, but you know, like, I will squeeze in and I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. Like, you don't go overboard with the driving. But what I'm saying is pay attention to how you are with your patience. And in regards to consideration, I want to say this. However you are when you're single, in a way is different when you have someone. So you already cleared out all your old, you got your boundaries, you set, you clear. It's 2025, we in February. All of that clear. Like right now, I don't got no old. No old, ain't no old. Everything that's gonna be coming in is new. New. Okay? Don't talk to the old. If they text you, take a little bag. Bye, gotta go, I'm at work. Don't see them, don't be around it. Don't, please, not on the phone, none of that. So, me, I'm the type of person, if I see a woman and like I'm close with her, I'm gonna fix her hair. I'm gonna fix her flyaway. I'm gonna comb your hair. I'm gonna tell you got something on your face. And if it's a man and you got something on your face, I'm more, a woman, I'll do the hair. A man, I'll more so go on your face like you got something. Now, if I have someone and we're exclusive, I can't be doing that. I wouldn't do that, because at the end of the day, if that person seen me doing that, they would be like, what are you doing? So my thing is, when people say like, I am who I am, this is what I am, this is what I do, they don't want no commitment. Or they don't want a commitment. They may want a commitment, but they don't want a commitment to where they're going to have to include someone else and be considerate of them. They don't give a darn about you or none of that. It's all about them at the end of the day. It's all about them and what they want. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just make sure that if you want someone to be considerate of you, you be considerate of them, and think of the things that you do while you're single. That means nothing. Because when I fix a woman's hair or I take something off of a guy's face, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean I like him. It don't mean nothing. I'm a mom. I am a mom. Like, and as a female, I want you to fix my hair, bro. And if I have something on my eye or my face, like, fix it, fix it. What are you talking about? When I used to have tracks in, I used to look at my guy and be like, hi, I just want you to know, like, you're on track duty. If my track is showing, tell me so I can fix it. Don't have me outside looking crazy. No. So I say that to say this. If there's something that you do and you know, like, I just do that naturally, it don't mean nothing, but it may make someone else feel some type of way. If you're dating and, you know, exclusive with someone, and if they see it, not that they will see it, but just your mindfulness of that, that will take you a long way, especially in a relationship. Like, before anything happens, you're aware, like, you know what, this might not fly with that person, so let me cut that out. That is very good to do for men and women. Okay? And for the women, they say what? That we multiply, we're adaptable, all that good stuff. Adaptability. Okay? Ladies, I was listening to someone and I didn't think of this, but when a man wants to marry you, for the most part, we're the ones that get up and go with them. Are you adaptable? Are you, if you are like, you know what, I would desire to be married, are you able to adapt if that man comes and say, come on, let's go? Okay, FYI, I'm adaptable. My baby is graduating high school. Next year, I can get up and go. I don't got nobody right now, right? So, that's like all the seasons we got to know each other. You know what I mean? And if it's later, it doesn't matter. My baby's, she graduated. That was my biggest thing why I didn't want to move, was because I didn't want to take her out of where she was with school. What? One more year, we out of there. And if it really, nah, I'm not going nowhere. One more year, we out of there, because I don't have nobody and things take time. So, when you talk about things that you want, have you noticed how God delivers? It may not be in the form of a prayer that you're talking to him, but like, for instance, I was begging, do you hear me? Begging for extra hours, extra days at my jobs, and I got them. I got the extra days, I got the extra hours, I got more than what I was asking for, to be honest. And then, what happened? I'm like, I got all this stuff, don't go to work late. I'm not going to work late, don't go to work late, Cher. Like, I'm not going to work late. At the end of the day, and I'm gonna show up at work. I'm not calling out, because I didn't realize it, but I was like, wow, like, I didn't pray for this, but God heard my desire for it and he provided it. And so I need to honor that and not call out and not going late, but show up for what he gave me, because that's something small, so that when he provides with your bigger desires, I'm able, willing, capable, and able to handle it. It starts small. It's the same when they say, clean up the space you have now. Make sure the space you have is good, organized, cleaned up now. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So then God can give you a bigger space. If you don't fix and clean up what you got on going now, you're not getting any more, because you can't even handle the little things. So that's just something to just keep in mind. Like, if you're desiring something, even if you don't pray about it and God gives it to you, be thankful. Thank him. And make sure you honor it. Because then he's trying to see, to make sure, like, all right, I answered it. Are you honoring it? You good? You like, are you taking care of what I gave you that you said you wanted? So he knows when he gives you what you desire, that you are going to honor it. That is very important. Don't mess it up. Also, and the little things matter. The little things matter. I.e., for example, making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it matters that I toast my bread. It matters that I take the peanut butter out and stir it up, take the strawberry jam out and stir it up, get it warm, and put it on. It makes a big difference on how your sandwich tastes. Just like when you're cooking and baking, it matters when you stirring it up. You gotta stir it, stir it, stir it. Those little things matter. And in a relationship, those little things really do make a big, big, big difference. Like, just even when you're dating, like if I'm dating someone and they know like I want to do something or heard me say something and they give me a book about it or give me advice on it or say like, hey, I know you want to do this, I found this, do you want to check it out, let's go. Like, that matters so much. So if you can, you know, when you're that type of person and you have someone that you care about and y'all are, you know, on your way, just the little things make a big difference. Women, I feel like we got that. Men, not so much. And also, ladies, let me tell you something. I am very emotional. I can be very mean. When I mean, it's just because I'm trying not to be in my feelings. Like, my heartbeat on the sleeves. I'm not falling in love with you today, but, you know, I'm a goo goo gaga type of lovey-dovey person, so it takes time once you open me up. What's that thing they always say? Oh, the meanest, hardest women are like the biggest babies, i.e. me. Okay? That's me. So once I'm opened up and everything, like, I get, you know, women, I get a bit emotional. Let me tell you something, ladies. I have had men, numerous men, can handle not me cursing them out, not me screaming and yelling, but me like in a state of emotions, saying something, you know, and then being able to comfort me. Yes, we have to comfort ourselves, but being able to have a man that could just say something or hold you to comfort you means everything. That's to me. And if you're like that, just know there is a man that could do that for you. There is. If he doesn't do that, just know it's because he doesn't want to. It's because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to because that's going to feel like he's committed and he has to do it. No. So that's why I say make sure you have someone that knows what they want. Because if you want a commitment with someone and you're dealing with someone that just wanted friends, it's not going to work out. Because when the effort needs to be put in, they're not putting it in unless they want to. But if it's a commitment, they're going to put it in. They're gonna put it in. And if their intentions is to be with you, they're gonna put it in because their intentions is, you know, I wanna be with this person. Don't forget, National Action Network. Peace.
Can you see it, my brother? Can you see the new? Can you see the new sister? Can you see the new?